Remember when I dropped that video, the video about Tyla and her having to pull out of the North American tour? And I what stuck out to me about the announcement was the reaction, particularly from American women or American black women. And I told you guys at the time, I didn't really realize there was a huge jealousy towards the female artist Tyla. I had no idea. But once I saw that reaction, people were like literally celebrating her not being able to tour or make music or make money, whatever. I was like, you see, I'm like, I had a feeling because it's it's just something I picked up on. Like I told you guys, there's three things that women hate. It's the average men, paternity test, and women that are younger than them, and not just women that are younger than them. It's women that are obviously more attractive, but also skinnier than them. Hence why I told you about what the body positivity movement was about. I told you what that was about. You see? So, and he like I'll say this, not there's not many female celebrities that are topping her in terms of body type wise, or beauty wise, out of all the female celebrities. And basically now they shame any man trying to that likes her, and now say, oh, you have a she has a teenage body. No, she's a young woman that's in shape. She looks exactly like what a 22-year-old woman in shape would look like. It's somebody that didn't do no BBL, someone that's not overweight, somebody didn't put Botox in her face. She looks exactly what she's supposed to look like at 22, if healthy. So this is interesting to me. So once you here, look at this Twitter. So I remember I saw this tweet on Twitter, and I did see it go viral. I didn't know I was going to have to go over it, but this is interesting. So here you have a straggle daggle who has all types of she has a whole costume in her profile, mind you. But let's hear what she has to say. She says, Tyla looks like a teenager. Y'all not about to gaslight me into thinking she looks like a grown woman. And then she continues to say, the 30 plus bunch being weird as hell about her. We know why you guys find her this attractive. And whether she is 21 or not, y'all weird. She looks younger. Y'all not about to try this. It's so interesting how this works. You got, especially today, you have women like basically trying to tell men what they're supposed to be attracted to. It's the funniest thing. You're just like, what? You're just like, lady, just stop. This is clear. This she's clearly hating. This is clearly jealousy. I mean, bruh. This is what this because when I saw all those people, these particularly a lot of American black women celebrating that Tyla couldn't do a tour, I was like, this is weird hate. Like, because mind you, I'm not even a Tyla fan. I don't listen to her music. I know she had the song Water and her dance, right? That went viral via TikTok, Instagram, whatever. That's all I know her from. I didn't know she had that much hate. And I'm like, what did she do? Did she say anything? And I'm like, and then then I started putting two together. I'm like, wait, hold on. How old is she? 22. Ooh. And she's light skinned, and the normies find her, most dudes find her pretty, and she's in shape, and she's like skinny. You know what I mean? Only person that's topping her in terms of body shape wise is probably Olivia Dunn, the white girl from the LSU gymnastics team. That's probably the only other girl that's topping her body type wise in terms of what most men in America find attractive. This is funny though. This is funny because this woman right here is clearly okay. So right here, so somebody else responds to the straggle. He says he or she, I think it's a he. He says Tyla looks like how most 22-year-old women are supposed to. He said these pot belly as young 304s should not be the norm. So that's why y'all think she looked like a teenager. These are facts. He also says, didn't know I needed to say this, but pot belly does not equal fat. There are a lot of skinny frames with beer guts, just like there are a lot of thick frames with slim waist. Well, I guess probably the normies responded to, I'm pretty sure like the normie fat women, they basically attack the, you could be skinny and have a pot belly. They probably did that shit. I already know. You could be making a point to the normies and they will bring up one part of your point that's not clearly succinct, right? And they'll just hold that up in the air and just to diminish your whole point. It's like Corey Holcomb always brings this analogy. He said you could be talking to a bitch and you could have said a whole thing, like a whole gave her everything, and then she'd be like, "But you called me a bitch," and he's like, "Look, I said a lot more than bitch, but bitch is what you remember." That's I was like, yeah, that's a perfect analogy. You see here. So another girl says Tyla is of oh, it's another straggle daggle hating on her. who also is in full costume in her Twitter profile pic. So she says Tyla is of age, but she also looks very young. Are you all okay? She also continues to say, when I first saw her, I thought she was 17, 18. So yes, I find it weird when 30 plus year old men are foaming at the mouth over her. Like I said, women hate women hate women that are younger than them. I wish I saved that video. There's a video that I saw on Instagram last year, and it was a skinny woman, and she and a pretty chubby. She wasn't like severely overweight, but she was overweight, right? On she's definitely was definitely on the chubby side, definitely overweight, but not like I'm talking about. She wasn't like obese. She was just like a regular, the average overweight woman in America, next to her skinny friend, and her they were talking about something, and the overweight friend ended up shutting down her skinny friend and told her directly to her face, no, the only reason why dudes like you is because you have a body of a 12-year-old. I'm like, what? And then the skinny friend just shut down and she just put her head down like a little puppy dog. I was like, wait. I'm like, you just gonna let her say that about you? I'm like, you can't, that's not your friend, bro. I'm like, that's not your friend. These would be the people that be lecturing me about what a friend is. And people will just, I'm talking about the radio host, let the bitch keep talking and not call her out. It's interesting how this works. It's interesting when people decide to call you out. I'm like, nobody gonna call her out? Man, I deal with this shit in middle school. It'd be like a teacher do something. And I'm like, ain't nobody, and I'll be like, whoa, and I'll say something, and then people be like, Chris, no. I'm like, but she's clearly being a hypocrite. Nobody ever want to call hoes out, man. It's interesting how that works. It's interesting. Anyway, just had to go down memory lane. But like I said, look at this picture. Look at this picture right here. This is a pretty woman. This is a pretty woman. And this is a young woman with a petite build. People act like, so don't they remember Janae Aiko and how all these dudes still like her? And she still looks young. You know what I mean? I'm just yeah, like I said, like women, they expect, particularly when you're talking about American black women, you got like, what's it, 80% of American black women are overweight. So you got that going on. And then you have a woman like her. Also, Tyla, she's from what, South Africa, if I'm not mistaken, whatever. So she's not American. She has a particular complexion. And men find her very attractive. They think that she's probably the most attractive out of the bunch. And instead of giving her propers, the first thing they do is, she looks like a teenager. How can you be attracted to a teenager? You're a predator. Y'all hating, man. Stop hating. And by the way, it's not just women be hating. It'll be dudes. Look, man, it'll be certain athletes out here, and I can tell dudes be hating on them. Like the you got LeBron James, you got Giannis Antetokounmpo. Basically, particularly the taller basketball players, they act like they're just there because they're tall. And yeah, but I'm just saying basketball is a tall man's game, so it is what it is. And they just be hating. They just be hating. You know what I mean? So uh yeah, that's just like when we talk about particularly women of Tyla's build, right? She's going to get attention because she's petite. She can't be more than like 5'2", 5'3". Can't be no more than 5'2" or 5'3". Very like in shape, pretty, you know. And Corey Holcomb was just talking about that yesterday. He said, if you're a pretty girl, you're always gonna have problems your whole life. You're really not gonna have any female friends like that off GP. Not any real female friends. So okay, so now we see some women in the comment sections. At least they're calling her out. At least people call like people also, another thing too, women can still look particularly younger or young until they reach a certain age. If you don't do drugs, if you don't party a whole lot, if you go to sleep on time, all that stuff, if you're not partying every night, you're not putting Botox in your face, if you're in shape, you can look relatively younger for a very very long time. If you don't mess with your hair, if you're not mess like because a lot of women grew up with mothers that physically sabotage them by messing with their hair at a young age. That's a whole other issue story that I can that I can get into with that. But at least it looks like most of the people in the comment section could sense the player hating. Somebody said, "I'm so confused at this argument." He said, "Maybe she look her age because she didn't get a BBL at 16 or no face surgery." You know what I'm saying? He said, "Somebody said fine." I said, "Somebody said this is actually offensive to girls with her body type. Being small doesn't mean that you appear as a child. She definitely looks like an adult." That's But like I said, somebody said, "Imagine opening an app to see people this bothered about you." But I really picked up on the Tyla hate at the right time. Because when I saw that when she had to cancel her tour, you see American women like celebrating like it's the Super Bowl. I was like, "Are you guys serious? Like y'all some?" I was like, "Y'all some weirdos." He said, "So men are not supposed to be attracted to so men not supposed to be attracted to grown women. It's so weird out here." So it's let me see. He said there has to be an opposite to fat shaming because women pull this card whenever a smaller figured woman is adored. But like I said, it's just it is what it is. Yeah, I was about to say, yeah, Janae Aiko, Ariana Grande, Coi Leray. So I but yeah, she's clearly a hater. Whoever the woman is in the tweet, she's clearly hating on Tyla. Clearly, not even a discussion. You know what I mean? I'll say this though about Tyla. I wish she didn't do that thing with her eyebrow like that. I don't like that. But that's just me picking up at straws. She's probably like in terms of if we made a poll with men of all ages, they would probably consider her um up there, up top on one of the prettiest celebrities out there. You know what I mean? But like I said, I will repeat this again till affinity. There's three things women hate: it's average men, paternity test, and women that are younger than them, or women just that look younger than them in general, particularly the ones that are in shape.